lack, depression, failure, hate, shame, violence, afflictions are tap dancing on the top of my soon-to-be tombstone. I feel like a walking corpse. Rise up, I command these dry bones. So how low can this body go? I can go 6 feet below, and even beneath the soil I have enough breath to spit. My tongue is on fire like a candle lit. These scars, so sick, so ill when blood spills. So let the DNA pour and let's find out who's fake and who's real. Tonight, open thine ears to hear and thy hearts to feel, because if you don't, these words will forcefully break the mask you're wearing and expose the real you. And the scars that will cover will begin to scream and shout until your hearing is lost. Strike you with 39 lashes, then nail you to a cross, and to top it all up, they'll crown you with thorns. So open spirits tonight with hearts scorned and souls torn. Tears precipitate like rain falling, and don't answer the phone when death is on the other line calling. Instead, sit still and feel the flash flood of emotions sweep through your rib cage until your scars and your chest begin to ache. Tonight, I heard the sounds of a mother shake the foundation like tectonic plates. They shifted like earthquakes. Why? Because death had slowly crept into the crib where her child had slept. So mama sings one final lullaby, hush, little baby, but I hear the mother's cries playing strong on the outside, but keeping her tears held back and internally killing herself, suicide. Listen, can you hear her scars screaming while her child lies in its coffin-shaped crib, not breathing? If only her C-section would open back up just to cry and bleed. Oh, if only her scars could talk and breathe, then maybe you'd understand why she popped pills just to sleep. Death like a knife in flesh, it cuts the family deep. Do you see? Pain is real. Do you see that these scars can kill? Yesterday I saw a boy, and he was living in the body of a man. Tonight that same boy will learn what it means to be a man. He will stand up to his old man, look him in the eyes and say, nothing. Because the iron bars, chains on his heels, and orange jumpsuit speak louder than any words, and spoken words mean nothing when spoken behind 6 inches of bulletproof glass. The boy, he will pound on the transparent steel, yet he will still say nothing. These scars, they speak louder than any of you care to hear. Look at his body, it is riddled with marks, depression, tattooing itself with a knife on his wrist. Bullets graze his face, holes piercing his body, but never hitting anything vital because the devil wants to see him suffer. So torture continues to rinse and repeat itself over and over again. But if only you could hear the scars tonight, then maybe you'd understand why smoking grass was his favorite pastime. Feels like 5 minutes off the blunt lasts a lifetime, but the weed smoke only numbs the pain he feels inside. So when he passes the joint tonight, he passes his pain along over to the next one. On this same night, this young girl, she sees the light, but the Christians are undercover, so she says the church lights are too dim. She likes the dark yet flashy, so when the club lights begin to strobe, she bathes in the sea of lustful intent. Funny how on a Sunday morning, her Sundays are spent at an altar where the righteous come to repent. But tonight she says we are young, so she is young, her flesh is young, and her body is strong, so she sets her mind on fire and uses alcohol to put it out. But only more burning followed, ashes to ashes, your mind into dust, your body like metal, bending under the pressure of depression, turning into rust. She sees the lights. She sees lights flashing, blinking like eyelids in the sunlight. She sees Jezebel-like poles rising from the ground with the type of images that drive most men insane. She was the image and she went insane, so she climbs high and her lights go out. She wakes up, she feels her head spinning out of control. Her body, like Eve in the garden after the apple, was exposed. The bed she slept was not her own, so she quietly walks out the door while a stranger sleeps in this bed alone. Can you hear her scars tonight? Then maybe you'd understand why she stood on that street corner exposed like Eve under a street light. Can you hear her scars? I can hear your scars. I can hear them cutting in deeper while your spirits are growing weaker. They more permanent than the tattoos you try to cover them with. You can cut a smile on your face to cover your depression. Why so serious? You can wear your best clothes hoping that the blood from your scars doesn't bleed through that fake material you call security. But what happens when the makeup washes away? The tattoos begin to fade, the smile flips to 180, and now you're stuck and stuttering like Adam and Eve in the garden. Will you cry tonight again? Will you cut cut your veins a little deeper tonight again? Will you smoke from the same pipe tonight again? Or will you overdose on ecstasy and let a different person abuse your body tonight again? No, not again. So anoint your hands and grab your chains. Command them to break. Christ came for the sick and dying, so he was simply dying for your sake. He took Barabbas' cross and our lashes. And just imagine if the whips could utter words, if the whips could speak, they would say, why so serious? Look at his body. It is a mirror. Yeshua, look at Yeshua's scars. I see a lot of us. Yes, you are the scars of us because his body is a mirror. When you are looking at yourself, hating yourself, his body is a mirror. When you strive for excellence and the world tells you you're garbage, his body is a mirror. When you are looking death in the face and the devil has you burning in fire, his body is a mirror. He took your reflection so you wouldn't have to see yourself. So what are your scars a reflection of? And what do they say about you?